Okay, hello and welcome back to Deadly Premonition, where it's been a long time since I played. It's 10 AM on a Saturday. We're gonna get on with this. I think we need to wait till Tuesday or something stupid, right? But we did find some side quests. Now, we've gone in the night and killed some of the stuff, and I think that allows us to... Why is that anti-aliasing weird? Or Z-fighting, that's the one. Z-fighting, yes. That texture was Z-fighting. So I think we can do some of the side quests, and I don't know if this helps towards anything. But, you know, we're gonna do this, and everything will be fine. We'll get some progress done today. I realise I haven't played this since October, but my god, you know, it was taking a while to get any sort of progress done. Okay, our thing is kind of dying. Right, so we're heading over to the Clarksons. It's 10 AM. Is the guy gonna be there? I don't know if we need to be there stupidly early or stupidly late or what. Hello, we haven't lit that. I don't see the guy. That's annoying. The guy, I do not see. Right, so we might not have activated this one. So let's activate this one. The toolbox is where we store all of our stuff, and whatever that was that we stored, we just stored it. I'm sure it won't come back to bite us in the ass at all. Right, that's a punch. We need to remember the controls entirely, because like I said, we haven't done this in such a long time. So the guy isn't here. Maybe he's not here because it's a Saturday. Maybe he only works weekdays, and that's even worse. Because then we need to find something to do till Monday. How do we bring up... Okay, so we've got that. Exterminate 30 of 30 wild dogs. Let's go talk to Marvin. Have we done that? Before time runs out. When does time run out? The end of eternity? Wyvern 30 times. The time, which I think is what we're getting from this big guy. The big 5-split game. Collect all the beads. You might just be for a stupid bead. 30 red shadows. We did that for this guy. Now, we did 30 red shadows, right? It doesn't look like it. I don't know. Have we done 30 of 30? Have we defeated them? Do we need to just talk to him? Fleur de Lis in the Genesis album. Okay. That finds the picture, right? Have we got a way to take pictures or something? Because I feel like we killed 30 things. Okay, now we just... This is the awkward part about this one. The Good Life was good in the sense that there was lots of quests and always something to do, and pretty much it kept the flow going. This... we stalled out pretty quickly, and we've been waiting for everything just to progress the quest, and it's kind of frustrating in that aspect. So these are just the location. Also, it doesn't show us any of this stuff on the map. We kind of have to find it ourselves. So that's another frustrating part of this. There's something in here. It's just a thing to light up, though, I think. I don't think it's anything special. Like, lighting up all of those doesn't seem to remain lit either, so that seems irrelevant in its own aspects. Turdis has some stuff. Quality plate.
Hey, Agent
Pigeon
Hill.
feathers.
Yes?
Is that... Sorry, never mind. I think I was just seeing things.
Wow. Is that... what is this? Because she was saying that at the other location, and I thought that that was... what is wrong with you? So I assumed that there was something. There's not a UFO in the sky or anything, is there? There are some UFOs. Okay. Is that a UFO? It's probably not what you were referring to, I'm sure, but... Okay. Are they too far to lock onto? Really? Are they really too far to lock onto? That's the moon. Or the sun, one or the other. How are they too far to lock onto? Don't get run over. Yep, they definitely can't hit those. This one isn't. This one's surely low enough to hit. There we go. Okay. Well, we can go and see whatever that was. It's not punched thin air. Just a low quality plate. Any more? Like, where are these Amazon deliveries going? I'm sorry, I've just intercepted your Amazon delivery. It's not every that fucks it up, it's this guy. This guy is why you don't get your Amazon deliveries. No, it's every. It literally is every. They're not a good delivery company. Like, maybe he'll be there after work, I don't know. Right, how much money have we got? We've got enough, right? What is wrong with the people today? There seems to be something quite wrong with them. Okay. Do I have to go indoors to get to the special location? Because I feel like there's something we missed in the special location as well. Wow, we've got $8,000. Why do we have so much money? I mean, why not use Wyvern to get around to do this quest? I'm sure it will have some sort of influence. If we can do it cheap, then all the better. Oh, there's a person here. It's Marvin. It's not the guy that we wanted.
Mr. FBI Special Agent?
Did I kill enough animals for you? So, stage with the whole truth always rear stuck the heads, the legwork. Oh no, none good gets done, we've got a plan, but waiting around ain't easy. I know, right? Tell me about it. Waiting around for all this is annoying. So, why do you have an exclamation point? Because I can't do any quests with you. So, if I can find this other guy, he might just be in the basement, you know. He might just be working in the basements, because they're all on their loops. I'm sure if we find him, wherever the heck he is, we can hand in this quest. If not, then unfortunately I did see something glowing there. Unfortunately, we're just walking around constantly. Duck feather. Let's go. Oh, our board, I'm sure it said it was at 50% a second ago. Just got fixed up a bit. It's not like there's a discovery thing for those either. So I might wyvern to the special islands and, you know, see. There was something special there. I don't know if it was like something we had to photograph or what, and it didn't quite collect the thing it was meant to. This is just a park. Hi. You have a quest? Oh, this is the guy. We just happened to run into him.
Pants. What you want?
I think I finished your quest. Dork. York, you beat the red guys. I hope that was right what you were sorry. I didn't read it was talking. I hope that was what you were trying to say. You're strong, always strong. Yup. You heard this. Magic spice will fill you up. It's time. What is this? Valuable foods. Hard to find. Yup. Yeah, we've kind of been trying to find it for ages. It's edible. I ain't gonna eat it, but you can. It's Clarkson foods. So I got one. Only one. Yup. I know it's valuable. It'll make you all happy. Yup. Hold on a minute, Avery. They gave you permission to take this out of the warehouse? Don't need no permission. I run that warehouse. You sure about this? Got my own permission. Yup. I can take whatever I want. You ain't taking it. I'm sad now. No, we're taking it. We need it for requests. Fine. I'll take it, Avery. Don't look at me like that. You're a good guy, York. I'm happy now. Zach, he's more sensitive than I realized. At this rate, it might not be safe to throw this away when he isn't looking. Also, we need to give it to someone for a quest. So, kind of, what else can we do with it? Hand it to the cooking lady for a quest? Maybe if we take this to Alexa, she'll cook something. Yeah, it's almost as though she's been asking for it for ages. It's almost as though she's been asking it for ages.
It's a beautiful day, Patty.
Really? Seems kind of normal to me.
I was trying to
Now
talk
that
to
you
this guy,
mention it.
actually.
Yes, it is a normal day. I just felt like saying that.
Out the way, Patty.
You know, sometimes you really get on my nerves.
You too.
Smarty pants.
Oh, so really bad guys. Really bad guy. Sorry, really bad guys. In the hut at the plantation. Bad guys in there. Yup. Did you know that Galena was in there? Not Galena. Galena's Lisa's mommy. Mr. Clarkson's daughter. Yup. Yes, she was Lisa's mother. I'm the one who... never mind. Ain't talking about Galena. It's someone else. In the hut at the plantation. Bad guys in there. Yup. Lots of red guys in there. And deep inside, something else. You bring it here, you showed me, prove you be the bad guys, yup. Then I'll give you a treat. What do you say, Zach? Avery seems to know something about the sugarcane plantation. He also knows about the red shadows that appear at night. But judging from the way he speaks, he merely knows about them. Can't actually see them himself, even though he's literally just told us he's seen them. You know, he might possess some sort of bizarre power of his own. I'm curious about that something else he spoke of. Perhaps it's in our best interest to pay the plantation another visit. Also, it's a quest to do. Might as well enjoy that sci-fi world while we can, right? It's definitely the best entertainment we'll be able to find in this town, because nothing else to do to burn time. Okay, you got a deal. Okay, let's just double check he has nothing else to say. So let's beat the bad guys. Okay, beat the bad guys, or he ain't talking to us. Okay, I think she might have had some new speeches there, which is good progress. It means we're doing something to potentially progress the storyline. That tree looked like it was floating. Okay, let's go stop off for a bunny hop. No, but we're going to stop off at the bowling alley so that we can do this and not get attacked by a million squirrels. There's the blue alpha. And let's find out what this meal is. we're at half HP, so, you know, it wouldn't hurt to eat. It would not hurt to get a meal. That would surely heal us, I presume. Not that we've been fighting, I think we're just dying from hunger. Wrong button. Okay, so one more. No. I hate that the controls are so goddamn awkward in this. Like, they're absolutely backwards. And I don't know why they're so backwards. You know, it doesn't make sense for them to be backwards. But at least we've got some progress to do. And that's a red exclamation part, which I presume means press done, even though the other guy didn't have his as a red exclamation point. Even though we'd done his quests, you know. Gets a little awkward like that. Okay, so. Not punch. Oh!
You again?
What are you doing here?
Old Bag's short on her protection fee this week. Probably thinks she can get away with it because I'm just a son-in-law. Give me some bullshit about how she can't pay what she ain't got. Maybe if she cooks some real food instead of all the redneck slop, she'd start making some real cash.
Wow.
The air out there don't feel right today. You feeling?
Is it because you're getting extorted by this guy literally in front of you? Also, I got your time.
Oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord. You finally did it, honey. You bought me all the ingredients. I'm so happy I can put together the dish here. Just you wait, I'm back in the jiffy.
Can you actually make money for it to stop this guy extorting you to see maybe want some of it? Alexis, this is amazing. Even though he doesn't normally eat, he just normally sniffs the coffee.
Oh my lord, you like it that much? Well, ain't that something? You actually ate it and you cleared your plate too. I called it jambalaya at the FBI. It's a wonderkind dish I cooked it just for you.
Suspicious. Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I'll make sure you can order anytime you want. So come back whenever you get a hankering. And yeah, it'll definitely be on the menu, even though these ingredients are so hard to find.
And that guy looks like he's hovering over there. Zach. She isn't really a diner manager. She's a genius chef to boot. And not only that, but she knows how to cook real Cajun cuisine. Her sheer skill takes my breath away. The truth is, up until now, I'd only thought of something completely different whenever I heard the word Cajun. Yeah, this is the real Cajun foods. I totally thought it was something else, because anytime I've had Cajun food before, it tastes completely different, but this is the real Cajun stuff. That's right, a film that traumatized me when I saw it as a young boy. Another film. Southern Comfort, 1981, directed by Walter Hill. Lost in Louisiana swamps, National Guardsmen find themselves at the mercy of the locals, in other words, Cajun. Film depicted the local Cajun people in a problematic way, but the horror and thrill it depicted was real as it could be. It's even connected to an interesting story from when Alien 2 was still in early planning stages. Aliens? When the production company asked the producer what sort of film it was going to be, he answered, "A mixture between Southern Comfort and Seven Samurai." Immediately, they understood. Unfortunately, I never heard of any film called Seven Samurai, with Sammo Hung and 6 other people, and it's a classic. But since it has the word samurai in it, it's probably a Japanese film. Wow. Now then, what was I trying to say? Oh right, Alexis's special dish. It's completely changed the meaning of the word Cajun in my eyes. This is incredible. It's a special kind of revolution. Amazing food can even change the past. It just changes your view of things. It doesn't change the past. I just drew closer to another universal truth today. I don't think it did. That didn't heal me any. Okay.
Oh my lord! Were you watching just now? Oh, don't give me that face, Sonny. See, we have a deal with the Clarksons. We only get to do business on their land because they were nice enough to lend it out to us.
Okay, so if you win the special things.
Oh, coming right up, honey. I'll put my heart and soul into it.
I don't want to eat your heart. Maybe you can find special quests or something. Okay, we're at $9,000 all of a sudden. Fill you up. We're not hungry, are we? We're actually not hungry. Special dish just for you. It's stuffed to the max, and it costs. Yeah, I made this just for you. Costs $30. It's prawns and chorizo and a little sprinkling of thyme and some rice. Jambalaya. It's definitely just especially made for you, and it's not just the regular old jambalaya. It's just
anytime. You ain't gonna find
special just for you jambalaya. It's not just any jambalaya. It's especially made for you jambalaya. You look so awkward just stood in the corner like that. Like, take a seat at the restaurant. Do something. Don't just stand awkwardly in the door waiting. Like you're not allowed in. No, that looks so awkward. So awkward when you're following me around everywhere, but you're just gonna stand in the doorway, making it even more awkward, you know? Okay, let's head out. So, we've got a quest over at the farm. And yes, we could use the fast travel, but was it Tuesday that the thing... Right, we're just going to check in there every day for the Lord Hunger special meal. I believe, even though I haven't played this since October, it was Tuesday that we're waiting for. I believe we are waiting until Tuesday. So, you know, but we'll check in every single day to see if this special ingredient is in there, just to do it. Unfortunately, that means I don't think that we're going to do this. We're not going to make any quest progress this stream because, like, it's just burning time until the thing actually does anything. Wasn't there a UFO? There it is. Again, I don't know why I necessarily care, because... You stole my one rubber bullet.
Patty, what's that?
That tree? Or the water tower?
That thing I'm pointing at. That.
Like I said, what?
That thing. Right there, Patty.
Just tell me what it is. How am I supposed to know which that you're referring to?
Well, I was trying to pick
You're
up the
goofing
item.
on me, ain't you?
I was trying to pick up the item on the floor, not talk to you, Paddy. So, you know, that's on you. That. It would be nice if he actually did point to something, though. You know, then you could actually join in the goofing. But he's actually pointing at something. What is he pointing at? Do you think she's just getting him back when... Oh, I saw something. There was definitely something that I saw. She's just getting him back for that. Like, you did it to me. What's that thing? It's awkwardness. That's what the thing is. It's severe awkwardness. Okay, so this is why this remains here then, I guess. She doesn't come in with us. Not into the other world, right? Okay, so let's save over this. Not that we're gonna die or even death, probably even... There's nothing in the toilet, right? But let's go in. How many do we need to kill? No, it's a special boss. We need to go kill the boss. That's what we're doing. It's not about killing the things. It's about getting to the boss. Okay, nothing hiding around the corner. As the music intensifies to weird music. This is ominous. There's no creatures, right? So that's locked up. It's a little quiet. Okay, first aid kit. Again, it would be nice to know how to actually heal, because no buttons actually do this on controller, but we killed that guy pretty quick. Sharpshooter bonus 0. Did you see that? We got the bonus, but it was like, no bonus. Is there? There is. There's literally a punch. I was like, is there a melee button? Yeah. You've clicked it a few times accidentally trying to run, but it obviously didn't sink in, did it? Okay. Right. So lock on is hold, but that uses stinky juice, which we really don't want to use up. We can just shoot them in the head easily enough. Okay, $1.30. Capitano fragments. Okay, I hear it. Nice of you to make such a huge amount of noise that you announced your presence behind me, so I didn't need to look. Okay, some more rubber bullets. We're not even shooting them with lethal bullets. We're only shooting them with rubber. So, I guess shooting someone in the eye with a rubber bullet is gonna take them out. But, you know, it's not... not exactly conducive to being dangerous, is it? Ooh. So that we need to push to go through there. I think it's just the same location, right? Unless there's further in it beyond. Interesting, interesting. Why was he just sat there on the floor? That's very concerning. He didn't materialize to thin out like the others. He was just sat chilling. He didn't even seem to care that much that we opened the door and went in on him. So, you know, but it's fine. Why push the carts when you can pull and get through so much easier than pushing it through all of this. Of course, rounds of ammo. I don't know if it's worth. And yes, it does the crit to save bullets, but for $1.30, like, weren't we getting a much bigger sharpshooter bonus before? I'm sure we were. Okay, here's where it spawns in when we're like halfway around the room, right? So this isn't procedurally generated. Oh, I can't believe that went right past you. Yeah, we definitely hit that. Definitely hit that and definitely deserve to win that. Did you drop any bullets for me? Oh. Thought you all dropped something. Reloads. There we go. Okay, we got 92 bullets. It's fine. Don't know what the boss is, but we'll soon find out. We'll soon find out, right? Reloads just because you can. Who's Snow? They keep shouting Snow. Snow! Okay, that's probably the boss. Well, that's where the boss was before. But whether that's what it wants us to go and find or not is another thing. Again, Snow! They really hate Snow, apparently. Shooting them is a good way to make bullets. I mean, we've literally just doubled our bullets in no time. Okay, so through to the other realm. The other side. Is it just going to be the same boss again? Because we already beat Galena. Okay, there's a door. Right. Let's toolbox. It's like there's something on the other side. Okay. Put away some of the bullets. Okay. Some of the bullets. We don't need that many bullets. We don't need all these first aid kits that literally don't work. Okay, we'll keep one. We'll put the coffees away, which again, you know, we have literally no way of consuming. We'll keep one anti-numb. Just because we've got limited item slots. Right. Let's save up. Now, I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of boss somewhere around here, right? Why else would they have sent us through? Ooh. Ooh. There's no return? Was that on the door, or did I accidentally trigger the thing? This seems like it's literally the same place. Why is this not opening? Why is... Okay. Apparently we needed to kill the rubber bullet box. Like, this is literally just the same place. So... I'm a bit confused. Right. No. No cutting. Don't put your gun away. Hi. 4 bullets for you. There's something shiny over there. Like, enter the other world from the control cabin. Are we just in the wrong place? This isn't the control cabin. I don't know what the control cabin is. Don't cut it off. Also, don't sniffer either. I know they're saying snip, but that sounded like sniff. You ain't sniffering me. That was a bit weird. Unless we're back at the other side again now. So that door just sends you in a loop back to this door. Okay. There's no portal there, but there's a secret hidden portal. Oh, I wonder if the portal's on the other side of the door, like it's the original portal and we accidentally just did the same thing twice. Okay. Yeah, sniff, sniff. Okay. Definitely no way to heal. Like, that we can change bullets, normal shells, normal shells. That has a faster reload speed. No. No. There's definitely no way to heal. I've been being very careless, obviously. Very careless. Okay. I mean, that's just a load of boxes. Do we care? Yeah, he's very injured, but... like, literally, no button. No button heals. And it's stupid that it doesn't tell you anything. Right, so that's another way to punch. With the gun, which is not useful at all. Like, it literally has never told us how to heal. I've pressed every single button on the control pads. And this is, you know, a controller game. If you can't heal on controller, then something's very dumb. I mean, you know, maybe we are going through to the end of this. Maybe this is the control cabin. Who knows? Obviously, you know, like I said, I was being really dumb and careless in the way that I just ran through everything there, but... it is annoying that we can't heal. So we might just be fighting the Galena boss again. Great job of hitting that. I know there's a big explosive barrel right there, but... wow, do I have to actually hit it? I don't want to punch that. That seems like a terrible idea. Okay, first aid kit, if only any button under the sun actually heals. If only there were buttons on the... stop that. Buttons on the controller that actually heals, right? Nice of them to just sit and wait for that. Only any buttons on our controller actually healed us. Some more rubber bullets, more anti-numb, some coffee, loot goblin. Okay, that's dirty. We can just try to do that. That guy's having a bit of an issue. Like, you literally just respawn them on us because we got through that. First aid kits that, again, we can't use. Nope. I know we're, like, so close to death, but nope. No thank you. Okay. Low quality Capitano fragments. There's a door. You know, I don't think this is the way out, because the other way was, right? And this was hidden behind stuff. Yeah, nice try. I realised we were meant to be distracted by the first guy, but... You know, I was prepared. I moved forwards. Right, first aid kit. Something else gonna spawn, or is it just the box? No, it's something else that's gonna spawn. And there he's dead. Cause there's no way to heal! Investigation failed. Cause there's no way to heal. But that gives us our health back. Unfortunately, we have to re-enter the Matrix. But yeah, like, we've got all these health kits and it's like you're meant to. Oh. No sniff. No sniff, no snip. Good job at hitting that. Great job at hitting that, by the way. Okay, so... This does seem like quite a big location. Seriously? Okay, you have to aim above the barrel to actually hit the barrel? That seems kind of stupid. Okay, no way here, but wow, all that for whatever was in that. All that for whatever was inside of that. How many bullets do you take? How many bullets do you take? No cutting it off and no sniffing it. I'm sorry. Shut up already. God damn, this guy's loud, isn't he? I just want to beat this already and be done with it. Okay, do we have to run through this every time to get to, like, whatever the boss is as well if we die? Or can we just, like, you know, retry from that part of the boss? Because there's no heals, so... Right. As we have to do it anyway to get through, might as well just blow it up. This one we do have to push, you see, because there's no other way. Like, are you meant to not realise that there's something there and go round the whole loop this way or something? Or are you meant to be like, hey, that's like a clear and obvious way? You know, it's clearly the way, and it's maybe this is the right way. Okay, no one hiding this way. I can't believe that didn't hit you. I know there's someone still alive. I can hear you prancing and trancing. Okay. Again, this way's just... Just an ambush. I cut you off. That's what happens. I cut you off, you don't follow me. So it's just for some items. That was like the world's most pointless endeavor. Okay, it's nice that that does open without you having to go and collect the box. But again, you know, Loot Goblin. We gobble the loot. And then, yes, you're going to teleport enemies into me, but I don't care. We're not even going to fight them, honestly. I know there's one here as well, right? Can't believe we missed that. Okay, we got 200 bullets. So many bullets. I hear a person, but I think it's just, you know, where we left the others in the other room rather than anyone new. Okay. Right, so this is this room. Really? It's a shame we can't use anti-numb either. Fuck you. Just attack. Yeah, this is fun. What are we meant to do? Because the stupid anti-numb doesn't work. Or at least, you know, got no way to use it. We can change our gun. Reload our gun. Okay, we can use super senses. But that doesn't help you. Okay, is he not numb anymore? Finally. Linkin Park's fucked off. That's just stupid, and we couldn't even attack at all. It was like, no, you're too numb. Can't attack whatsoever. So even more reason to never get injured. Not only can we not heal, but its status effects are gonna completely screw us. Okay, cup of coffee. Just so dumb. So dumb. Like, you know, we've got these items like that anti-numb, but no, it's not bound to any controls on the actual gamepads. It's not like you'll ever need to use any of this stuff that prevents you from literally being able to do any moves whatsoever. Why would you ever need that? Why would you ever need that? Well, he was talking about this location, right? So I'm going to assume... Okay, we're going to put some bullets. We're going to put all these excess bullets away. These... Okay. I mean, we can deposit or we can sort them, but we can't use them! Dumb. We'll just infinitely store all these items that would be used, but we can't use. I mean, what's the point in even having any of that? Because we can't use a single one of them. What is the point in any of those? Okay. This alter is to change our loadout if we need to. We're just going in. Just going in. Oh look, it's already completed. It's just a teleport exit. Unless it takes us to a new location. And a new boss, you know, is like, hey, you know, there's something there. I should have watched my stamina and not done that. But she's already dead, so... But he was definitely talking about this place, right? And not some other location with a secret other portal. Okay. So this should maybe take us to a new area or a new boss? Anubis? I don't know. If not, we've just wasted our entire time for nothing. Because there's nothing there. No items, nothing. Wow. Yeah, wow. You whistle. You do that. You do that. Okay, so. Is there a way to zoom out? Okay, so. That's a plantation farm. Control tower. That's a control tower. So let's head to that. Like, why do you stand so awkwardly? Let's head there. And maybe there's a portal to another realm there. I'm not even going to bother shooting down the UFO. That's how little I care right now. Wild dogs, though. Wild dogs and crazy horses. Wow. Excuse me? Excuse me? There we go. How can you not hit this thing? How can he not hit with that thing? What is wrong with him? Dog skulls? Like, I'm sorry, D colon. Yes, I know. But it's the stupid quest the sheriff wants done. Blame the sheriff. Right. That's got a big tick. That's just because it's our waypoint, isn't it? That's all. Ahead of its time! Uber? Is that what you're saying? The Uber's ahead of its time? I don't think we've used it that much, to be honest, but... You know. Okay, so. This is a control tower. Is it not? No, it's just some sort of tower. Looks more like a water tower. Water Strider! You can't climb it. Oh, I'm sorry, Patty. Just keep whistling her so awkwardly. Yeah, that will do a lot for you, won't it? Okay. So if that's not... Literally says water tower. Abandoned factory, the foyer, the abandoned factory, the foyer, warehouse. That's just a gate, there's no tower. That's a church. That's my controller going awkward. Like, why would you need two spots on the same side? You know, it's like each side of the bridge. You really want to go each side of the bridge. Is the control tower somewhere that we've not been? Is there somewhere that we haven't been? Is it where we're going to eventually get sent to for the quest, for this quest? Like, I'm sure he was talking about the plantation. Maybe not. Okay. Bye, Passy. God, the time has barely moved. The time has barely moved. Okay, I might just go to the secret location. Just for something to do. We saw that there was a thing
What?
there.
You need a ride? Okay, Why, Vern? The new cutting-edge transportation.
Yeah. Got it. You fancy her. You need us to do a lot of fast travel with her for you. Take me to the islands. Take me to the islands. How do we take pictures again? And how do we even look at those?
How's the investigation coming? Must be going well if you're on the case.
Okay. The recommended. The hotspot, right? Really want to go back there here? Okay then. It's the only hotspot there is. Yeah. Hotspot 1.
Hey, Yogi, get out and enjoy yourself. I don't want to wait forever. Just use common sense, okay?
Yes. Now. Okay. Exterminate, use wyvern, complete the big split, collect all the beads, enter the other world, find the fleur-de-lis. Okay, so we're on this island. I'm guessing, you know, other hotspots are available. But I don't know how to bring up the pictures or anything. Like, you know, there was definitely something to do with some location on this island. There was something to do with pictures. Okay, well, we've got X marks the spots things. I see on the map. Blue is you. Did we already do it? Like, I kind of feel like we might have already done the thing. And, you know, just we're back here for no reason. Because I don't know. Okay. Aha, there we go. Okay, so we've cleared the building, we've cleared that one, we've cleared that one. That's under the bridge. That one we can probably find. We've cleared quite a lot of these. This one we can probably find. That one's at the water tower. You know, we probably should have checked, right? So we cleared this one. Because that's the only place that looks like it might be there. Okay, so there's one at the water tower. There's one there. There's one at some other park corner. This is under a bridge, but we've obviously cleared it. Okay, there's some very unique graffiti to go find. Okay, so we've cleared this then. There's like literally no reason to be here. No reason to be here. Let's get a move on.
Yogi, you want to leave already?
Yes, I've had enough.
You gonna get dashing on back then?
Patty. I'm going to try asking you that question again. What do you do when you're at...
No, I'm trying to get into the car, not speak to Paddy. Yes, it was far more stimulating than I anticipated. I made a discovery.
Really, that awesome.
Yeah, you kind of teleported me out of there whilst you were still there before, and, you know, I wasn't quite ready to leave at that point. A discovery! So we've found the thing that's there. I'm really just driving around looking for graffiti and things now. Or to kill dogs for the other guy. And just kill time until Tuesday maybe eventually comes round. Okay. That's just the bead shop. Which I think we have to do, like, the bowling side quest is going to be a bead, right? And there's some sort of terror over there. I'm going down here because I feel like one of the fleur-de-lis pictures is over here. It's a shame I can't bring them up while skateboarding, because that would be a lot more convenient. That house is actually on stilts. It's not just you know, accidental. So a control tower. That's just a billboard. That's not a control tower. And the other thing was a water tower, not a thing. Okay, so none of these look quite right. This, I do think, is one of the locations of the fleur-de-lis, though. So we're gonna have a hunt. Okay. Which one? Right, so it's a blue with 2 bricky buildings. Okay, it's probably not this then. Because this isn't the bricky buildings. So we need to keep an eye out for some more bricky buildings. Ooh, here's some bricky buildings around the back though. Here's 2 bricky buildings together. But these blue things don't seem quite right. Yeah, that's on a truck. That's not quite right. Can we get on the roof? I think. Stop punching the thin air. No, that's all locked off. Right, so here we go, riding around the entire planet. Riding around the entire planet, waiting. Because it's not there. Okay. Like, is there anything that looks like a control tower? Does that have a control tower? I don't know. I don't think that has a control tower. And it says Daniel's house, but it's all the Clarksons live there, really, right? Okay, so the discovery site is there. There's an abandoned factory. But I don't think that's got a control tower. I don't think any of those have a control tower. We went through that entire plantation, so it's definitely not there. Grey Alley. It's almost where you'd find aliens, right? I don't think anything is screaming control tower to me. Nothing screams control tower. Okay. But the abandoned factory where we do the skating challenge might be where we might find another fleur-de-lis. Maybe. That's the only place that I can think of that might fit the bill for one of those. It's a bit silly that we're resorting to skating around looking for this thing. Okay, some more dogs to do. If he will shoot them, like, I can't believe he was missing them entirely. Maybe he just doesn't want to shoot them. Literally, I don't think he wants to actually shoot these dogs, even though he's been told to by the sheriff. He definitely doesn't want to. There's just a witness driving by. I definitely don't think he wants to do this. Anything that looks like a control tower or something, or even just anyone that we run into that has a side quest would be nice. I might head over all the way to David's house. You know, maybe there's a control tower up there. Maybe. Okay. How are we meant to know when we've done 30? How are we meant to know? Also, like, a lot of fur and skulls. Not the Alsatian. Like, just dumb. The quest that we have to do here. You also attacking? Oh, you actually can hit that one. What did that dog in particular do that you could aim for that one? Did I just see a glint on that car? Or through that car? No. Okay, but we're out in the sticks with, like, mobile homes and things. And there's a telephone there. That is just our waypoint. Okay. I was going to say, is the tick a quest thing or not? Can we cross that road out of town? Do you think we could just leave town if we desired? Because that might be something we might do. God damn it. You know, it's just the lack of any ability to make any progress that's dragging this. Like, the good life was good, you know, it just kept it going. This is missing anything that keeps the game going, and, you know, it's just like, we're just sat waiting with nothing to do and no ability to do it, really. So, you know, I just want to get on with the quest. I don't want to yesterday like this.
Let's come back during business hours.
Okay. When is the business hours for this? Also, does that say sock on it? It's obviously a pub. We'll come back at some point in the business hours when Passy isn't with us. Copium. Yeah, we'll definitely come back at some point. We probably won't. Probably won't. Like, it's just so long to do anything. So long and good night. So long and good night. So, yeah, we're not getting anything done. And time is still 2 hours past in game for 1 hour real time. And we have to wait till Tuesday. Like, why such an early time-specific quest? It's so dumb, right? So this definitely has the buildings that we're looking for. All we need to do is find a blue thing. And maybe we can at least do one of these fleur-de-lises. Maybe. This might not be the place, but the buildings look dilapidated enough and correct. So all we have to do is find the probably one and only blue pallet thing in this town. And then investigate there. Because they would probably only place one to make it a bit more convenient. This isn't Austin Powers. To not be running around in circles all day. In here, you know, and be like checking every single one. For the investigation angle, it's probably... If it is in here, there's a pallet. It is here, it's here. I mean, it kind of suggests that it's here. Right there. Okay. Got it. Fleur-de-lis bonus, $10. Okay. So what were those other exclamation points that were coming up when we were censoring? Are they just like items or what? $64. That's just the location that we are. Patty's just staring at us like, what are you doing? Okay, so that's a park. That's a fence. That's the water station. That is some sort of shop. Okay, so there's park, there's a fence, and there's the water station.
So you clearly love to...
Shut up. You've asked her this 600 times. Okay, so if we go to the water station. Yeah, I think we just marked like items on the floor, right? It says big X's on the floor. I think that's all that the vision was showing us. These are extra items on the floor. Okay, we've got some sort of construction site, but that doesn't... Like, I don't know why he's so inaccurate. That doesn't have any sort of control tower. Don't put Mr. Pink Alligator away. Right, we'll get towards the 30. At least that's something else done as well. Right, this doesn't look like anything, but it's got doggos. Why can't he hit anything? It's that FBI special agent. Yeah, he's a bit special. He can't shoot anything. He literally can hit a thing right in front of his face. If he tried, he cannot. Okay, 30% durability, that's fine though. We'll fix it at some point. That's another doggo. Right, you can't possibly miss. There we go. You can't possibly miss at that range. Why did you chop its tail off though? That is very decolon. Right, so towards the water tower again. Again. These green, red roses too. I don't know where we're going. Neither do you. And I say to myself, why is this quest so dumb? Why? Like, you know, I've had to go out of my way to find side quests, and we're still not making any progress on getting towards the day that we need for this stupid thing. Why do this right near the start of the game? It's just making it drag by doing this. You're just literally dragging it out. Okay. So. Somewhere around here is a rainbow where we can find a fleur-de-lis. Unfortunately, we're probably going to have to stand in quite the specific spot, right? I mean, if I look at it from afar... Okay, that's interesting that she freezes. You would think that that would have helped identify it. Just like, how are you meant to know the specific angle and location of the dangle for this? There's a road. Somewhere on the road. Literally on the road. But the wyvern thing isn't there. So, could it be another tower? Or a different road? Because it's definitely saying road, but no fence. And that's the only bit that isn't fenced, that's set for over there, but there's no road over there. So, you know, it seems like it should be here, if it was. But I'm not seeing it come up with the big blue exclamation part, so I don't think it is. You have to be stood in exactly the right position to find it, right? So, we give up on that. The two towers! The communication tower. Maybe it's the communication tower! Wherever that is. That this other guy is also looking for. What's that big red thing over there? The red tree. It's the red tree of interest. Who stole the train line? That's interesting. Someone's been digging up your train line and running away with it. It just leads out to nowhere. Why have people stole your train line? Huh? Why have people stolen your train line? Nobody leaves this town. Nobody ever leaves this town. Why would we ever need a train in and out? Yeah, but then... like, I realised that this part of the line's buried. But they've literally stolen that section right there. It's not even on it. Or are they bringing it to fix it back up? Like, here's where it starts up being a train line again. But... no sign of any sort of control tower. No sign of anything that would even suggest control tower to me. I mean, the control for this? Is that the control tower? Can investigate. That's just a thing. Nothing of particular interest. This could be a control tower. We've opened this now, right? Okay, this could be a control... okay, Batman. Dives out of the sky. Okay, Patty. I mean, this could, by its definition, be a control tower. It doesn't look like anything for the pictures, but it could be the location for the guy. Like, it's a pump control. It is elevated. It could be a tower. Don't think it is, but it could be. Is there actually no way inside of this? Okay. This cabin. No way into the cabin. Okay. Paddy, what are you doing? Oh, we lost you. So... that's nothing. There a wyvern here? No. Okay. Well. Then... that's just a park bench and some stuff. Red trees mean nothing. There's so many of them, actually. Like, you know, it's not the one. There's actually quite a few red trees. Is that a special location? Echolocation, special location. How is there not a wyvern thing here? How is there not a wyvern thing there? Like, I was actually going to use it. This is so noisy. I was actually going to use it, but no, there isn't one right there. Damn it. Like, I'm at a loss. There's literally nowhere to go and nothing to do. Traveled over 99 miles! Doing nothing! Doing nothing but running in circles. Like, I'm gonna have to abandon this series, because literally, there's no way to make this entertaining if it's gonna drag out like this so much. You know, there's only so much you can do to be entertaining before it starts dragging. That definitely looked like the water tower on that picture, though. Like, maybe I'll faff the days away on my own or something. Who knows? Okay. I mean, there's a way to the billboards potentially from inside, but I don't think so. I don't think so. We tried, there's nothing that we can do to salvage this. There's just nothing to do. Literally nothing to do. The quests are so thin and far between. There's some sort of water tower. It's not a control tower. And it's not necessarily the one in the picture because it doesn't look right. There's a tower. In comes Patty running needily. No. Bye, Patty. Okay, there's Wyvern again. There's some sort of radio tower over there. That is the closest thing to a control tower that we've seen. Okay. There's that one, there's this one, which is a fancy thing near to what looks like a small water tower. That's probably their estate. We looks there, right? We looked on their estate. Don't get run over, Patty. You're okay. You took that like a champion. That guy literally just ran you over. I thought, nah, she's not gonna get hit. The game won't. Poof. Well, okay. You ran her over. Okay, there, we're heading to that tower. Some of these have the pillars, but I don't think they're quite right. Okay. That is the most control tower looking thing I have seen. And it's maybe in an inaccessible location. Yeah, it's off the map, isn't it? But that's the closest we've come to finding something that could be a control tower. Maybe there's a secret path there. I don't know. But I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I'm gonna skirt around and look, but it doesn't look like it. And, like, the time just doesn't progress. I can't do this and faff about like this all day. You know, maybe I'll pick up again once we get to the main quest. Maybe I'll do some of the stuff off camera to get to that point, but... You know, it's hard. It's tough. It's not good. It's not conducive to making a good show to just be running around like this, doing nothing. Like, how do you do this? You meant to just do the first quest quicker so that the day is actually just on the right day in the luck of the draw. You know, was I very unlucky that we were like immediately the day after the day that it wants for the quests? Well, other than the micro-invisible walls and the suspiciously vanishing trees... Other than the liquid trees... Ooh. It was all a dream all along, York. We can get to the tower! Get to the tower! We're not messing me out here. So these melting trees, about that. Okay, well, we found a hole in the physics of reality. Look at these paper landmarks that are just like, there's our tower. Okay, we're gonna get to the tower. One way or another, out of bounds or not, we get to this tower. Fading reality and out of the trees. We did it. We escaped. Now the problem is the durability on our boards. Does this have physics is the question. Like, look, who put up all these cardboard walls, honestly? Okay, so you're literally never meant to come to the tower. Hi, Patty. What do you say about this? How do you like living outside of the world, Patty? Is it everything you ever dreamed of? It's poorly textured because they didn't expect anyone to be here. What is going on with these vaporizing trees? Like, that's an interesting effect. Like, I understand blurring them and unloading them when they're further away, but, you know, they have physics and things until we come close to them, and then they blur and vaporize and turn to the... See, it turns into a proper tree. The further away that we get from it, that's a proper tree. I guess it's just always blurry and weird, and the... to save textures and things. But the fact that we get so close to it was it vaporizes. I don't know. Now, Patty, do you think that the ocean exists? Is the world real? You think, what happens if we get to the edge of the world, Patty? Is the earth flat? Is it round? Do rivers exist? It's very flat and nice out here. That was a seam in the earth. Earthquakes happen at seams in the earth like that, don't you know, Patty? Okay, here we are coming to the edge of the earth. Here is... Oh, it's actually got... physics. Interesting. It's actually got a wall.
Hey, let's shout something out loud.
Like what?
Chocolate Sundae.
Okay, sure. Actually, never mind. This is stupid.
that we're at the edge of reality. Like, this is the perfect place to scream something when nobody can hear you. Like, out to the sea. Nobody could possibly hear you out here, Patty. Are you sure you don't want to take the opportunity to scream, Chocolate Sunday! As loud as you possibly can. Because nobody could possibly hear you out here, Patty. Okay, so at least we learned something today. The edge of the world has a thing. Well, at least to the river, as far as we can see. You know, to venture further out would be to go into the river. And apparently we at least refuse to do that. But as for venturing beyond the trees, you know, we've successfully made it past the trees. Now getting back into reality is quite another feat. Quite another feat to actually be able to get back inside the realm of reality and find another hole in the physics to get back in. This is where the real challenge comes in, to squeeze our way back into reality. Because the trees out here are not right. And, you know, you're not meant to venture beyond these cardboard trees. Let's say, it's interesting that there are real trees beyond the cardboard trees. Well, I say real, but these vaporizing trees. It's interesting that they place some of them beyond the triple layer of cardboard that definitely stops you seeing further than that. We did it. It got a little silent there for a moment, but we've ventured our way back into reality quite easily. Turns out entering reality again is a lot easier than leaving it. Okay, after this adventure, I think it's time that we actually fix up our skateboards. Because, you know, it took quite a beating whilst venturing outside of reality. There's some sort of red glow over there. You know, we smashed it up quite a bit going outside of the realm of reality. At least we did something fun in this episode. At least we did something fun. Are you even in? Are you in? You are, okay. Nice cello.
Hi, Agent York.
Yeah, my
Okay,
balls.
let me take a look at your board.
It's been outside the realms of reality. $10 to repair that, no problem. You know, we kind of scuffed it up outside
Remember,
the realms of
in order to
reality.
get better, you need to become one with the board.
Well, we became
See
one
you
with...
later. Oh, if you ever got any skateboard
Outside
questions,
of the
I'll be
realms.
happy to answer them.
Can we skate on the sea? Because, you know, we've literally ventured out to sea almost. You have any quests? Hey, you're dying to learn new, ain't you? Dying to learn a new what? Trick! Rick. You've strayed one more way to express your overflowing passion. I don't think that Wally is enough to satisfy your soul. I'll be happy to teach you a new trick if you want. Really? Sure, I'm dead serious. Let's go with those practice on. How about trying to finish it within a special time limit? I reckon you'll be able to naturally learn tricks too after all that work. But wait to practice, right? It's actually something to do. I'm ready to show you what I got. Let's go. It's something to do. Okay. Time to teach you. First trick. First, finish the course within the time limit. 360 power slide trick? Hello. You learned how to do a 360 power slide. Press right trigger whilst moving to perform the trick. Let's you spin. Earn you a lot of attention from the townspeople. Yeah, look like a boomer on a skateboard. Wow, that worked immensely, didn't it? I'm sorry, but I'm pressing right trigger. Complete the course within the time limit. Like, you mean this course? Oh no, this spray here. Okay, I see what you've done. Do they only actually activate once you've done the things then? Stage 2. What are the rewards? Jump incense. Okay. Let's do this. Right, so ready to play! We'll do it within the time limit. Okay, now we can 360 power slide. And we have to actually get things. Right, what's the time limit? Oh, we meant to go this way? Well, I'm pressing the 360 power slide and it's not really working. Well, this is an interesting course. Oh, was that like the end, do you think? And like we've just done it completely the wrong way. Right, so the 360 power slide is to get through boxes, I imagine. Yeah, okay, so that's to get through boxes. Yeah, that totally works. The button did not work. Okay, so 357. 6 or 6 time. Is this the time limit? 1337. 4 points. Acquired a chocolate chip cookie. Like, what's the time limit for this challenge? But this doesn't seem quite right. Doesn't seem quite right, but you know what? Left button, that's why that's not working. I imagine right button and I mean like, why isn't this working? Yeah, this is where I went wrong. Because I didn't do the right thing. Okay. 423. Ironically, you know, that seems like it took longer. Maybe it just means we've got better time, I don't know. Crayfish tails. Okay, we got a crayfish tail. Chicory leaf. Silver. Like, are we meant to specifically get golds?
You did it, Asian, yo! Honest, cause you learned 360 power slide cheat. That's nice to skate in life.
Yes, I can feel new talent blooming inside my mind. Energy is surging through me. Hey, Emma, can you teach me other tricks? I can feel a fountain of skill overflowing from my nether regions.
No way. Sorry, old dude.
What?
You totally have skill, but you're not my type. You can't hurry things when it comes to personal growth, you know. You need to keep making friends with your board until each trick becomes part of you.
But, what am I supposed to do with this fan?
Rub your fountain yourself elsewhere, mate. It's simple. Keep riding your board and get used to the new trick.
Get used to it?
That's right, get used to it. I'll teach you next trick once you've gotten so good at this one, you can't do without thinking.
Zach, we have no choice but to do as she says here. There's meaning to everything, even if it may seem roundabout at first glance. 1984, directed by John G. Avildsen. The Karate Kid, Zach. This is your training. She's, Mr. Miyagi. And she's looking away awkwardly. It's within the time limit! Yeah, what time limit? We learned the 360 power slides. But the love of skating has been unlocked. Is that just this, or is it a stamp? I don't know. I don't know. It's something. Right, let's save up. It's 3 PM on a Saturday. We've not really done everything, but... Okay, so we can 360 power slides through things anytime we want now. we can maybe do some other stuff, right? So Owl's Nest opens at 5 p.m, 6 p.m. on a Saturday. Farmer Shack before you. There's not anything there. We can skate out of reality. There's no... Right, let's go over here. Save the journey. And see if there's a tower over here. If there's no tower over here, then I don't know where this guy wants us to go. Because we went all the way through that thing again. We couldn't find anything in there. No. So, I don't know what the guy wanted. And now, if there's nothing in here, we find a way out of reality out of here. It'll be sure to impress the townspeople. 360, no cares, smack to the face with the board. The excessive force smacking him with a skateboard 360. It'll impress them, alright, and it'll chop his legs off. Okay, we can't... I wonder if you can, like, phase through fences with that in an interesting way. You know, if we can pull it off at just the right opportunity, maybe we can phase through a fence with that. Okay, I'm seeing nothing tower-like, though. There's definitely no towers. If we hit the right piece of scenery to go launch in the air like that, we can make it over boundaries, like this fence. Or reality. We didn't need to particularly try too hard at the other place, so, you know. All we have to do is find the right scene to escape, and then... There's no water this way. There are no oceans. All we need to do is escape reality. Okay, so there's an invisible wall there. All we need to do is find a neglected spot. Which they might not have neglected at the obvious boundaries like this one. But in that other one, you know, we found a pretty good scene out of reality. Okay, we can't approach that. That's unfortunate. You know, it's got to the point of the game where we try to break it. So let's go down here. Because down here seems like a place they might neglect to patch out of reality. Also, like, are they just growing weeds? What's this plantation? It's not rice. They might neglect to seem out of reality out here. Yeah, I saw that item. Ooh. Now there's something. There's a bit of a space that one might be able to squeeze through. Agent York. No, it's invisible walls. That was a road to somewhere. They haven't even put the plantations more than 2 thick. Like, it's just bad shrubbery beyond it. Not the same plants. They don't expect anyone to be back here. No, they put items here. Louisiana iris, chicory. Even though they're not expecting anyone back here, there's items. No way out of reality just yet. But we're determined to escape now. We found a seamount. You know, if it had continued down that road that way, there is a road off that isn't just water that way. So we can go back there. If this is all locked off. We can go back there. And we kind of know where we found the hole out of reality. So that's now the goal. We're just going to escape this town. One way or another, we're going to escape this earth. So we're going 69% on our boards. I realise I'm like wearing it out doing all this. I wonder if that like does extra durability. It's sure to impress the people, not if you smack them in the face with it. Not if you 360 them in the face. That impresses nobody. That's a car. Ouch! My boards! My legs! I knew what I was doing. I thought he might be able to, you know, win doing the 360 through the board, because he seems to, you know, be able to break through other things with these powers. With great powers comes great responsibility. Okay, so this might be the location that's closest. So we're going to head back to the water tower and head out of reality, and then see what happens when we drive off the edge of the world. We're going past the game boundaries. So there's our waypoint. There's our way out of reality. Which you now know from watching this video, how to escape the game boundaries. And glitch out of the game entirely. Right, so the guy isn't in here anymore. I wonder if alien guy's still in there. We're not looking for alien guy. I've got something in mind. It's really irritating me. Okay, so to the tower! It was slightly to the left of the tower. Because we were just running around. We found like a hole in the scenery doing this. We can scoot up this, right? And we were just following this around until we found like a way in. Where there was nothing. There was a big obvious gap in the trees and the shrubbery, which they neglected entirely. Gone too far? We not enough? Gone too far? Did I just accidentally do it? You know, being in bits that I wasn't meant to be. Was I literally driving through things I wasn't meant to drive through already when I first found it? It doesn't feel like it was this far out. But there is another... Well, it was easier to get back in than to leave, wasn't it? We'll find a hole. Like, these bushes are already looking a little weird. And even if here's the hole. Here's the location where you can leave reality. Oh, conveniently, we left and rejoined reality at exactly the same place. Quite coincidentally. Like, There's all of these fake bits, and then the trees are also still here. I don't know why they wouldn't put collision on these quite obvious billboards, but, you know, like the cardboard trees that you've put in the distance. I realise that you've got the out of bounds, like, you know, it's one thing not to put anything on the back of it because no one's expected to look at it from this angle, so it doesn't need textures. But, you know, maybe collision also takes up memory, I don't know. Maybe giving it collision also takes up memory, or maybe it's just easiest not to have to give it collision. I don't know, but there are trees beyond those cardboard cutouts. You put trees behind them where no one can see them, so that part doesn't quite make sense. Hey Patty, how are you enjoying your trip outside of reality? Outside of the realm of reality? Oh, there's a river. The river. Okay, we might be stopped by that. We might be scuppered by that. I didn't pay attention to the map. There's a river cuts through. So we can't quite just drive out of reality. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll cross that river when we come to it. Maybe we can ollie over it somehow. Some way. Maybe we'll follow it around and it will also have its own semblance of reality. Like, you've made water flowing down it. That's an interesting texture there. A bridge! A bridge for me on the wrong side of reality. Oh! Patty, it turns out the water was never real. Okay, so we've made it. I wasn't sure if he would do that. Like, I didn't think he would go down that, but we found that he can also enter water. Okay, well, it turns out that there's a big cardboard cutout at the end of the road preventing anyone leaving. Copium. No one would possibly ride through this cardboard cutout as everything, all of reality fades away. You know, it's funny, these big trees just growing out of the middle of the road preventing anyone leaving town, huh? It's funny that, and we've made it outside of reality. Does your dad mind that you're, like, leaving the entire
Patty,
reality
what's
with
that?
me?
That tree? Or the water tower?
That thing I'm pointing at. That.
Like I
The
said,
nothingness.
That thing. Right
The
there,
end of the
Patty.
world.
Just tell me what it is.
It's
How am I
the
supposed to
end
know
of
which
the world.
that you're referring
It's
to? Oh,
nothing.
You're goofing on me, ain't you?
Oh no. The road is a little higher than we are right now. We have successfully made it underneath the roads. We're so far off of reality that the road does not stay on course. It's impressive that they've... Right. The road does go a fair old way down until we reach the end of the reality. 41%. Oh no. Like, I really should be driving on the roads. We should really watch out for those cracks in reality, though. There's no coming back from falling off of a crack in reality, Patty. No coming back from that. Okay. I mean, this is probably wearing out my board more than if we had just stick on the road, but getting back on the road now is a problem. It's a problem we're not going to be able to solve. So this is our life until we hit the end of the roads. And we're going till the end of the road, Patty. You know, there's there's literally nothing left beyond us now. We're literally just going to the end of the road until the end of existence. There's no turning back now. There is no turning back, right? So our waypoint is right there. That's world's end. Okay, the roads. Whoop. That suddenly ends.
If this town has a symbol, it's got to be that bridge hanging over the bayou. Lift bridges are truly a rarity. Reminds me of Duluth, Minnesota. Remember what happened there? That man went to such great lengths to collect his victims' tongues. You know, the one who would French kiss them every day as they slowly decompose. As I drove him to the station after his arrest, he started lecturing me on the proper way to give someone a kiss. Anyway, back to Duluth. They have a famous lift bridge there called the Aerial Lift Bridge. The lift bridge here is the first one we've seen since then. But this one looks a lot smaller than the aerial lift bridge. It's smaller size.
Yeah, there's definitely a bridge here.
Due to the width of the river and the sea level of this area. The height and structure of a bridge is what determines which sort of boats can travel down the river. Normal
about the sea
basements
level
are set at a higher point so that boats can freely pass underneath them. But I imagine it would be difficult to create a bridge with a large arch here due to the river width and the sea level. That's why we're seeing all these mobile bridges, such as lift bridges and drawbridges around here. As far as
I see no bridge.
It appears that they've built mobile bridges over
Oh,
most
no.
of the bayous.
Oh
Fascinating,
no.
isn't it, Zach?
There's an end to the world.
So many different types of bridges. I'm curious to learn even more about bridges now. Let's do some detailed research next time we get the chance.
So, was that meant to be like an end of the game speech or something? Like, I see that there's a flat end of the world here that we're coming to as well. Like, rapidly as the ollies off of existence. We're rapidly coming to the end of the flat earth, Zach. This is not going to end well. There's a black hole. Well, this is it, Zach. As we ollie off into reality. Okay, it turns out that the end of the world is not the end of the world. Turns out you can still sort of, there is still a secret platform there. But we're not at the end of the map yet. The waypoint is still a way away. You know, I didn't think he was going over the end of that one. And then he started talking about bridges. Yes, the bridges that we quite clearly can see. I do wonder what will happen if I take him off his board, though, because, you know, like, it seems like that might be a little problematic. What is this black hole at the center of the endless sea, though? We are on the edge of reality. Although it kind of continues a little further according to the map. So we'll keep going until we are completely off the end of the map. Zach, the distant shoreline seems to be becoming even more distant. It's one way to burn time. It's like he's literally having the outside thing, because he's not meant to be outside of these realms. He sank a little. Did he just turn? Or is he stuck on a wall? Okay. I mean, I think we might be glitching past that. Okay, he's getting that. Slowly but surely, he is getting that. Copium. He's definitely getting there. Yeah, he's stuck on this spot. Right. To limp back to shore. Right, so I've got a plan. And the plan is not click switch. The plan is put a waypoint. It's ironic that there's seemingly lands there, but there is no lands. If we go in via the river, there's a chance that we find a way in. I might have just accidentally hit the talk button now that I see it. I don't want to get off the board though, because I feel like that will just, you know, trap him forever. Although, like, is he actually moving? Like, that distant sun seems to be a thing. Maybe he was moving in that direction, even though it didn't seem like it. Maybe he was heading towards the edge of reality, and, you know, it doesn't look like it goes anywhere. It doesn't look like he can escape the world. Like, it really doesn't look like he's going anywhere. Like, he is literally half under the sea. It's a good job we saved before we did this, right? Yeah, there's no escape from reality that way. What's at the end of the flat earth? Just endless, invisible ocean. What are those under textures though? Like, is that just a sea PNG? And why is there like a black hole? Oh. Like, there's the sun. This is really artistic. But not conducive to achieving anything. Breaker of games! Broke the game. Are we even making any progress? Slow progress. We did something! Oh, this has definitely knackered your skateboards though. Orc. This has definitely knackered your skateboards. Was it progress towards a quest? No. But it was something. And if we can get back to shore, and if we can save with at least birds a day away, we did something entertaining for the video at least. There's something entertaining, but my god, this was not what was intended. I don't know how many people have been out here. This guy's got some impressive skills though. It turns out he does learn new tricks. He has learned how to use his skateboard as a surfboard. It turns out he had new tricks in him all along. He had the tricks in him all along. Who would have guessed? Okay. Hey, I think we're coming back to the shoreline of reality. Slowly but surely, you watch, you won't be able to get back over the lip of this reality. Like, you've gone too far. You've ventured too far. You cannot come back over onto the flat earth. Now that you've left, it does seem a bit low. No, it's okay. He's gonna volley onto it, right? Yes. Come on, you can do it. Yes, okay. He had a bit of an issue for a moment, but he got on. Okay, so now all we need to do is go 666 miles to the coastline and find a river to get back up. Because once we're under the sea in the Tribune, the world's our oyster. What is that? That's a... Ooh! Now that's a power tower. It's not a communication tower, it's an electricity tower, but it's a tower. Of course, it's clearly not where we're meant to be, but now we can get to all of the unreachable sites that Wyvern has to take us to as well, whilst we're out of bounds as well, right? I wonder if there is anything special that you can get to with this new secret out of bounds trick that no one has ever done before. Yeah, I'm not gonna meme on that for YouTube like that. Yeah, getting back up this cliff of Dover is an issue. 464 miles till the Tribune. Because he could seemingly skate fine under the water in the Tribune. So all we need to do is get out of the bouncy ocean and into the underwater ocean. Like, it's just non-Newtonian jelly. And it's like, look at the fact that there is literally ground here. Not that you can see it, but that's impressive that they actually programmed ground. Not that when we left the realms of ground it made any difference. Because he still bounced just the same off the water. It's not making splash noises, that's just the board noise. But I'm impressed to the degree that they prevented me falling off the edge of the world. To a degree. You know, we fell off the little 6-foot-tall cliff edge of the world. We left the realms of reality where the literal edge of the world was, but we still couldn't fall off the edge of the world and fall through oblivion, like you can on many games that I've fallen through the world. Not trying! This time I tried, but, you know, more often than not trying, we will fall off the edge of reality. You know, maybe if I'd have continued on past the actual map edge, maybe, eventually we would get to that point. But, you know, I wasn't going to push it. Now, there is a land boundary this side that we could have potentially also got to, but we didn't. Anything else to say?
About bridges? Why? I've become obsessed with bridges, Zach, and there's no turning back now. Remember what we saw on our way here? Back when we were driving that hybrid car before we switched over to the skateboard. We passed over the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway.
We're on the lake now.
In the entire world. Remember the sudden downpour that made it impossible for us to see the road? The rain was so torrential that we couldn't see more than a few miles ahead of us. I'm sure local drivers are used to that.
You can see for miles now.
They were all going normal speeds. I'll bet that scene reminded you of a certain film. Or perhaps a certain person.
You can just
Violent
drive
City,
up the cliff.
1970. Directed by Sergio Salima. I only ever saw it on TV when I was a kid, so I don't remember it very well. But I definitely remember that it featured a bridge. A long bridge. During the New Orleans part, that's the one thing I remember. That bridge must have been the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. And the film starred Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson. Charles Bronson. What an amazing sound. You couldn't possibly find another man whose name matches his appearance so perfectly. Yes, of course I know that Charles Bronson isn't his real name. Charles Dennis Buczynski. That's his real name, but he's Bronson. Period. Zach, what's your favorite Bronson film? Death Wish? The Magnificent Seven? Rider on the Rain? Or Farewell Friend?
Now, we could potentially look for a crack in reality to fall through.
That's it,
like
Zach.
this.
No wonder we get along so well. I don't care what anyone else says. His greatest film by far is 10 to Midnight, 1983. Directed
Our
by
greatest
J.Lee
achievement
Thompson.
is not that way, because that's water. Okay. Ooh, it wouldn't let me drive past a certain point up here, would it? Like, if I go... Everything is waterlogged. Right, so this is... I mean, this way wasn't waterlogged, and it turns out to be a bridge to nothing. So I'm going to assume that the lands also just ends. Right, so... But it wouldn't let us, like, up here. So... our new goal is not to head out to sea there. Right, we're sort of just gonna head over here. That's just sea. That's just the land just ends. That's just oblivion. We've been bouncing on that before. We know that very well. Right, so now we head 7.8 thousand miles up here until we find the way out of here. We find a way out of this cursed town, Zach. We find a way off this island. Following the power lines seems smart. Because maybe there's reality in some form there. But I'm guessing if we can get around the bit where it's like you can't drive further than this, you know, there's probably an end game there, right? That we're not meant to see. Right, so that doesn't have physics. So that's fine. We just need to not return to reality quite yet. And not go into the water just yet. I feel like I maybe wasn't pressing the accelerate button on the water as well, which I should have done. I was pressing forwards because I forgot how the controls completely worked, and so I wasn't pressing B to accelerate. I was pressing forwards, which isn't doing anything. Okay, there's some trees, which Wyvern took us to that island, right? So there's the danger of islands that are real being a thing. We might come across a secret wyvern spot, Zach, out here in the realms of the lands that we're not supposed to be, and we might accidentally bring ourselves back into reality. So we have to watch out for that. Okay. Because trees and things means potential for where we're supposed to be back in realm. You know, you've placed things to see here. So I'm gonna skirt around the edge carefully. But it's nice that I can just go into the water and skip across the water. That tree had physics! Okay. Here's where we just do the perfect ollie across the lake. Don't question it. You know, we just perfectly... It's like a skipping stone. You know, the skipping stones that we were throwing earlier? Zach. It's the same principle, except it's with the skateboard. We just need to hit it at such high speed that we skip the skateboard across the river. That is how we're doing this. It's just like a skipping stone. And not any sort of reality bending. Right. So these bushes smell like a wyvern location reality that we don't want to accidentally go into. Because, for one, the lady isn't there to bail us out of it. If we do go in there. That dot means a wyvern, right? Yeah, she's not in there to bail us out. But it might just be scenic for the river. Like they do have physics. Okay, so it's actually preventing us going back into reality at that point. So we did actually get very lucky to accidentally find the way back into reality via where we went out. That's... I mean, all we have to do is go far enough to escape the scene. And then we could just skirt across the river. And we might have to do it to that end because there's bushes that side of the river. It's almost like they thought about this a little and wanted to prevent this. But we're skirting across here to there, just like a skipping stone. 39%. This is fine. Our board's fine. Okay. More boundary trees. More boundary trees. Right, maybe they've protected the exit and the area that we're trying to sneak into. We can go right the way around everything, though. We can go all the way around reality if we must. It's going to be longer. What is that M29? Is that a mission that we've completed? Like, there's literally a red waypoint. There's our path back. Okay. No. Right, just head straight across the water. And don't fall in. You've got the momentum of a skipping stone to do this. Right, so the most direct path is the best way. Do you think it's back at the skate shop? I think it might just be back at the skate shop. It might just be telling us to go fix our board because it's kind of broken. You know what, it turns out we've been doing this a lot longer than I was expecting to, but, you know, we've got a quest of our own now. We've made our own quest. There's another exclamation point. Maybe I should have paid attention to those. Maybe it's been pointing to things that we can do all along. I mean, we're quite the way out of reality at this point. But maybe it's been pointing to things that we can do. I think heading out to sea is our best bet. If in doubt, head out to sea. Because these are actual trees that are going to block us getting back in. Unless we can find a hole. Because they haven't thought about, you know, making sure that it's perfect to get blocked off entirely. Clearly. Though we could potentially find a hole through them. That's just a tree. We've lost our momentum. How are we still skipping like a skipping stone? Don't question it. Really, do not question it. So don't smash into objects because you're just going to break your skateboard. That thing has seemingly fingers coming out of it. Just don't question it. It works. That's all that you need to know is that. I mean, they've put some nice touches out here, considering. Are we meant to be able to get a boat at some point? I'm guessing that we're meant to be able to get a boat and traverse all this, and that's why there's physics here. And boundaries. But we're here before we're meant to. And not in the ways that we're meant to. But probably not. Because the fact is that we just left the realms of reality. And if you could have a boat and drive a boat out there, it would certainly have issues with, you know, leaving like that. But maybe the boats, they might be like, we can't drive the boat any further than this. But on a skateboard... On a skateboard, on the other hand, there's no qualms about doing that, is there? These are literally two-dimensional trees. Okay. There's only the one waypoint now. Like, we definitely had two a moment ago, but now it's only the M29. Definitely never intended to be out here. Definitely never intended to be out here. This is going to be a long video of just driving around nothingness and the outskirts of reality. And when we try to find our thing back in, well... I don't think it's going to let me back in at the main roads, is it? Again, you know, nice touch putting the rivers that are actually on the map. Because... clearly no one's ever meant to be out here, and you could have just drawn it on the map, because there are waters where there's not things. Also, the Loch Ness Monster, quite clearly, tea-stained over here. But no one would ever know that these rivers don't actually exist. If you just, you know, told people they did. Because... there's no way to come out here, right? You could have just drawn it on the map and people would believe you, but no, you've actually put the rivers in. And that is effort that you didn't need to do. You didn't even need to make all this landmass, admittedly empty landmass. But you didn't need to. You could have just left it rivers like literally that impending doom river that we see right there. But that is intentional lake again, you know, it's on the map. That's intended to be a lake. Right. Skipping across this lake. This was probably the lake that we were talking about.
Hey, want to talk about bridges? Why? I've become obsessed with bridges, Zach. And there's no turning back now. Remember what we saw?
You only say the same thing.
Hybrid car before we switched over to the skate.
Like I was trying to get you to talk about anything new.
Causeway.
Now there's a seam in reality that looks quite thick.
That made it impossible for us to see the road. The rain was so torrential that we couldn't see more than a few miles ahead of us.
Where's the sun?
Local drivers are used to
oh no! Do you know what the worst part is?
They were all going.
The red monsters are gonna come out. And we are... Will they come out of the outskirts of reality like this? Actually, it might not be the worst thing. They might teleport us back in via death. And allow us to, you know, complete the day. Because the sun is sinking. As we reach the outskirts of reality. Right, we're trying to get to the waypoints and maybe it'll be the end of town. Okay, so there are two waypoints over there. They might be quests that we can do. But we're heading to the edge of reality. We're going to see if we can skip outside to where it wouldn't let us go beyond. That might be, you know, game completion trigger. Who knows? Who knows? That's a very high ridge with some seemingly borderless boundary. It almost looks like you've made a boundary to prevent us. But... we skate off into the sunset. We'll just go around the outside. Okay. So there's... no, that's just 2D bushes to see. There might be a way in there, though. If there's that, there's a way in. Where there's nonsense like that, there's a way in. Okay, but we continue to the roads that we're trying to get to. The roads to nowhere, the road to the ends of the earth. We continue onwards to investigate. Break the game even further. Like, we've been doing this for well over half an hour now. Well over half an hour of just skating around doing nothing. But you gotta see, right? I guess, you know, most people are just gonna skip and see, but you gotta see what happens at the end of the world. What happens at the end of the end? This is bonus for people that watch and committed. If you watched to this point, let me know in the comments. You know, be interested to see. That's a new tower. A new power tower. It's still 1,500 miles away. We're getting there, though. 404. We're slowly but surely getting towards the sun. And the sun will set. Maybe it'll be a day closer. I mean, we burnt the day, if anything. We found something to do with the time. And, you know, if we can get back into reality and save, we've at least burnt the day. But 8 PM the monsters come out, right? We can beat this before the monsters, right? It looks like there's civilization over there. Almost like there's a road and power points and things. Okay, so... I mean, I know that the waypoint that we put wasn't quite at the roads. Because the road's there. So, let's head to the road. Which we can kind of see in the distance now. And it doesn't look like there's anything between us and the open roads. It doesn't look like there's anything stopping us getting onto it. But all we need to do is skate right on to that nice little road waiting for us at the end of the world. And off the edge of the world. Not off the edge of the world, but you know. We've defeated the game then. We've beaten its boundaries to the place where it's like, you don't want to go there yet, Zach. What happened, Zach, in this town? This is a little bit of a problem, though. It's fine. We're literally at the edge of the boundary. The highway. Oh, there's a little lip, actually. Get onto the highway. The open road! The highway just ends. Right, so we're not going to go drive off the end of the world. We know what happens when you leave the end of the world like that. It just becomes nothingness. But there's a nice lip to get back onto the path and onto the roads. Opium. Can you walk onto that? Okay, you can at least walk onto it. Right, so we're on the actual road now. And now we'll just skate nice and freely back into town. Nice and unquestionable freedom to skate back into the town that won't stop me at all with invisible boundaries or anything. Copium. It's not going to prevent me doing this. We'll just get nicely back into reality. We had a day trip, there was nothing out there. It doesn't look like it's triggering any sort of cutscenes or anything. But we got where it didn't want us to. You don't want to go that way, Zach. Why? There's nothing out there, Zach. There's literally nothing out there. It just ends. You don't know the things that I've seen, Zach. Oh yeah, on the way into this town where I can't know, but reality broke down. There's literally nothing out there, Zach. Nothing. Nothing at all. We could go to that pub now. It is open. That's another thing that we can do. If we can get back into reality this way, where there is a bridge seemingly coming up. You know how he loves his bridges. There's a chance. Like in the distance, a road is forming ahead of us. And it's like some sort of highway. Life is a highway. I wonder if we can just get onto the highway. I wonder if we can just get onto the highway. That is on this other road. But where does this go? Okay, well this just leads out of the world. But the experiments have to be made. Does the highway even have physics? Does this shack have anything in it? I don't expect it to, of course. Because we are kind of outside of reality. But if we can find a magical special item out here, the road does have physics. Okay, well, the highway suggests it would be like, you know, a trigger for a cutscene, right? It isn't. But, you know, that's where I would think maybe it's a bridge! The unabridged history of a bridge! Okay, we'll get onto the big bridge, we'll go back down the roads. We'll follow that back into town. This is not where you're meant to be, Zach. You're never meant to get up here, but why not? Don't ask questions. Look, a bridge. You love these. Just distract yourself with the bridge. No. Okay. Right, this way. This one will lead back down to the car. But we don't have a car. Yes, but we're going to the town of Le Carre. Le Carre. Le Carre. Oh. No, that's not how that song goes. But who cares? Okay. Can we re-enter reality via the highway? Will it have a go at me for trying to re-enter reality this way? There's only one way to find out, and that is to try and get back into reality. We might just get away with this. We might just be able to get away with this. Just go back into reality. Okay, dirt roads. Like, the roads, definitely not intended to be travelled down. I see it cut off there. Okay, we've found a sign. One of the end of the world signs. I wonder if that's one of the fleur-de-lis where we're meant to... Wow. I mean, it wouldn't be because, like, you're clearly not intended to be out here. Items! I see items right there! One sec. That particular bush doesn't have physics, even though they are physics bushes. You've made your way into reality through this before. You can certainly defy this boundary. You cannot. They really didn't want you to cross this boundary, huh? Not even going back into town. Yeah, they wouldn't make that a thing. Damn it. It's a shame we can't just... Can we just fast travel? No. You have to have a wyvern thing to even fast travel. That is frustrating. Okay, so we don't get to find out what those waypoints are either. But that is where I'm going to call it a day. I'll be back on Wednesday with some Resident Evil 0. There's a chance we find a way back into reality here, actually. We found a theme. Where there's a theme, there's a way in. But yeah, that's why I'm going to call it a day. That's more invisible walls in... The downside of hunting invisible walls is the durability on our skateboards. Like, we found a theme, but there's actually a bunch of invisible walls out here with these themes. Which is even worse than a theme. It's worse than it seems when there's invisible walls. Instead of the actual way back into reality. It's just more and more invisible walls. But yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday where we'll finish Resident Evil 0. Then I'll be back on Friday with something else. But have a nice rest of your week and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye bye.